Okay, we have a show match, everybody. $1,400 on the line. Happy versus Fortitude. Happy just won the Don't Force Me Cup in the grand final versus Lin. Now 40, the organizer, is challenging the Emperor. Last time they met, it was a 4-1, and 40 demolished him. And the last few times they met on this map, 40 also demolished him. Same was Sock, so I wonder if Happy has a new style of playing Hammerfall, or if he will just get obliterated again.
Yeah, Hammerfall, I think, can be a pretty tough map for Undead nowadays if the human has a really clean game and normally a strong creep route. I would say a strong creep route is almost a given, a guarantee on this map. I saw for a long time humans here going for the fish camp first, which is the Murlocs and stuff, and then the green into expansion. But nowadays, lots of humans are going for this camp first instead, and then I think green into other expansion or something like that. But point being, normally level 3 AM here is pretty easy and fast to achieve, and that seems to be the biggest problem for Undead to deal with right now.
Okay then, we see an Archmage, so lots of water elemental pressure towards the Expo, as well as a Lich, who, I don't know, man, is it still the hero to play? This series will probably show us. Happy was going back to a Dreadlord in the Aquil's game versus Sock, very successfully so. And in this matchup, I'd rank Sock still a little below 40. 40 is the god of human undead, and he'll show us once again, I'm sure.
Yeah, when it comes to ultra late game micro, that's the only stage in which I would favor Sock. I think he's got the better micro there. But in terms of expansion timing, reactions, and adjustments on the fly, I think Fortitude certainly looks better. And also, if you ever want to go into a tank game, 40 is your man. Let's see if that's going to be a factor here. Fortitude taking his time with the expansion. I like this, by the way, by Happy. When I saw his games against against Sock, excuse me, I felt like he was oftentimes not creeping enough with Lich. Level 3 power spikes are so insanely big on both heroes here. I think it must be a priority always to get level 3. Primarily through creeping, but also ideally through some kills if you can find.
Okay, and then we'll see how many ghouls he uses for the run by, if he's still doing that at all, or if lumber and attack is more important. Lots of variations here. No ghoul run by, 3 ghoul run by, 5 ghoul run by. Everything's possible in the world of Happy versus human bases. What we also see recently, humans delay their expansion on purpose. Try to get the tower up, buy some time there, get new militia, and then hold on the right-hand side. 40, creeping to level 2.7, has an extraordinary inventory once again with Circlet and Claws. Got the time for level 3, and then what do ghouls do against Water Elementals level 2?
Some small mistakes here by Happy, right? He lost 2 ghouls for no real reason. Oh, doesn't get the last hit. That was big. That prevented level 3. And look at the item on the Lich. He didn't sell the talisman. So this Haunted is way later than he could have been. I guess not the end of the world. Wouldn't have made a difference anyways. It would have been a cancel regardless. But Happy here off to just a little bit of a slow start. Maybe. And this is the big strength of Archmage, especially on this map. Level 3 Water Elemental pressure is so strong. It looks like 40 is taking the lead here.
I just noticed that I didn't fast forward and you were like a minute ahead of us. Oopsie, little production mistake. Yeah, but everything you said is happening right now.
In a very fast pace, alright. We see Fortitude here continuously trying to go for the counter, trying to get the cancel. And I mentioned this before, like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. I think Undeads are making a mistake leaving this map in the pool. I think this might be the best human map nowadays. The AM level 3 creep route, the push towards the expansion, double water elementals. There's nothing the Undead can do here to stop this.
You might get a DM from Todd if you heard this. We had a lengthy excursus about that, but yeah, I've seen it over and over.
Wait, what did he say? I want to know. I want to laugh.
That I said that Hammerfall is a map that humans and undeads in general like, but in this matchup it favors the human, and he was laughing. And yeah. I
mean, it's Todd. You must remember, he likes nothing. He has only misery and tears in his life. So
Jesus, Remo, what the fuck?
He doesn't exactly, have the same experience as the rest of the world. Oh, Archmage runs into a surround. Nicely done here by Happy. That is how you can save the expansion. AM has to TP, the Water Elemental won't get there. And that was a lucky break for Happy. Nice execute with the surround. And that now makes it so that he will have the expansion up. But Fortitude's expansion is much faster.
And the tech is running at 6 minutes 30. That is sweet. But not having 3 footmen up top as well as the Water Elemental hurts. Had to wait for the shop a little bit. This is certainly less efficient than we're used to seeing, and also than what we're used to seeing from Sock 2 days ago. Yesterday. It's 1 day ago.
A player's forces are under
There you
attack.
go, big true. But I like 40's position a lot right here. And what is not to like? He's got a level 3 AM, strong levels. Only thing he's missing is a Shredder. Happy with a good scout, sees the opponent at the lab, and there is the Shredder. Happy looking for a creep jack. If you could take out the Shredder here, that would be enormous. Remember, there's also no TP. A Zeppelin might be needed here.
Ooh, arms were in the air for the Nova to steal it. Didn't get it. Invo potion now to be safe from any future surrounds. Leaves the Water Elemental. Oh no! Ah, I didn't forget about you, buddy. I was just teasing you. But yeah, this is one of Happy's better openings on Hammerfall. Mind you that Sock destroyed him here at 6 minutes. And that is certainly not the case.
What is the tech difference? Tech timing is a huge deal in this matchup. And we see Fortitude here clearly ahead. What's that, like a minute maybe? Around about that.
Forces are under attack.
And Happy is going for his own Shredder. What?
What?
With a build? With 400 lumber? What is that about?
Well, if you don't need to send the ghouls back, then you can use them for creeping and pushing. This is odd. But, okay, it's something new. I like it.
Zeppelin drop now in the back of the base. Fortitude playing a really good game here so far, with the exception of the one surround that he walked himself into. This is just super solid play. Happy gonna have to staff home. Oh, it's TP actually. Alright, that's quite expensive. But yeah, must make sure he's continuing the mining.
In general, an expensive mid-game. I mean, yeah, he has an Expo, but still. Town Portal, Shredder, new ghouls, Tier 3 on the horizon, second crypt. He's also going double shop.
Yeah, I like the double shop. Double mana potion access as well, plus everything else you might need. So why the Shredder is so surprising for Undead is because when you play Ghoul opening, you have lots of ghouls. When you play Frenzy Ghouls, you like lots of ghouls because Frenzy Ghoul is very good. But if you have a Shredder, you could stop all ghoul production if you wanted to. Is that what he's gonna do? Is he gonna go into something else? Is he gonna build a different kind of an army? So far, we see nothing because my god, is this tech lag.
Yeah. 40 is already on the way to Tier 3 and he's playing Mass Air. This was countered by Happy against Sock. Wasn't too successful on Northern Isles. But I think in 40's arms, this can be way more effective. And I don't see any Gargs on the horizon either.
Yeah, depends a lot on your early game. Who had the better early game, who had the faster tech, who has more resources. In this game, it's certainly 40. He had the faster mining, he had the faster tech, he has the lead in most regards. Not in experience, though. The Lich is ahead of the Archmage, he's at 4.6 already. Lich level 5 is basically guaranteed, but the Griffins can sometimes withstand that damage. They have a lot of HP normally to work with.
Yeah, I wonder if Happy knows Fortitude so well by now that from the tech and expansion timings, he's just abstracting what strategy he's going for and knew that it's going to be Griffins, and that's why he cut ghoul production so quickly. And he also got a lot of resources left over now for Temple of the Damned, which are coming.
Yeah, this is the perfect counter if you can build a big army with it. Hold on, Creep Jack though. DK trying to steal something, didn't get the item, didn't get the XP. Lich here should be able to clean up the rest pretty easy. Oh, MK does not want to die. And will survive. Nice little steal. 40 gets out. But yeah, what I was trying to say, Happy's basically going for the perfect counter. Fiend Banshees will beat Griffins in an even game. With even supply, even heroes, even upgrades, Fiends will win. So 40 will have to get an edge somehow.
Or is he going back to Necros? We've seen Banshees yesterday, so I'd assume Banshees as well. But he has played Necros before, which are great against Griffins. Because you can't use possession on them, since they're flying units. Oh, eagerly waiting the tech. No production just yet, as 40 finds him again at the shop.
Yeah, AMS and Curse, though, are normally great against Griffins. DK, by the way, taking a bit of damage. The Talisman of Evasion now coming in nicely. Beefing up the DK with these items is indeed very valuable. And now we have the Banshee Adept training queued. Is there any attack upgrades yet for Happy? No, right?
Nope.
Ideally, would also love to have a bunch of upgrades on the Fiends. Once you get 2-2, the Fiends are really good against the mass Griffins. Upgrades in general will be very relevant on both sides.
Mountain King is struggling with levels, so is the DK. Big one up for grabs. Easy pickup for the Lich, of course. Slows down the Mountain King as well, who has a potion. Might need it soon. Lich under fire. Gets the coil. Paladin out now, but not part of the fight. Now with Griffins up and Fiends not part of this, might be a good opportunity for 40 to strike, but he's more interested in creeps.
Yeah, the slow tech here again is punishing Happy. Frenzy is still not ready. The ghouls are still not very good. And once they're good with Frenzy, there's going to be plenty of Griffins for the counter. So this has been a rare game where the ghouls haven't looked that impressive, really. Again, a sign that I would say 40 has had the lead for this entire game so far. Early shade again by Happy, we see this more and more, and he has seen the third base. I don't know if he can do anything to stop it.
That's right, man. This is not the timing, really. Banshees aren't online yet, didn't get any mana. Fiend numbers are rather low. Damage as well. Levels. We don't even have a third hero yet, if he even wants to go for one. Ah, Dark Ranger it is now, alright. But yeah, 40 is under attack now, and Happy does find a way.
Yeah, nice movement. The vision here from the Shade easily gives him the opportunity to wrap around the army, go for the towers, go for the peasants as well. And there's a TP to get out, right? Yes, there is. Happy's trying to take out all the peasants first before having to leave. Statues are in trouble. So is the Lich, by the way. Oh, the Town Hall might be able to save it, though. And it does.
Ooh. Plus Dark Ranger hurt, Lich hurt, DK not feeling too healthy. Tower, Arcane Tower is up for 2/3. And this was a bunch of ghouls. This was also almost a statue. I guess this expo is gonna be up in a few minutes.
And once that's the case, 40 is certainly gonna be favored. He's got the supply lead already. Only thing he really needs to work on is the levels. Pally 2 is not quite where you want to be. Same for the MK. Oh, and a creep jack here. If Happy has the perfect timing, could put him back in the driver's seat.
Town portal available. One staff up. Heal wards. Kinda neat, but not perfect. But 40, man, he can afford a town portal. He can also afford to brawl a little bit. That's level 3 on the Mountain King. Easy one-shot, dude. It's 3-1 Griffins.
Yeah, that's pretty nutty.
Yeah.
He's gonna be maxed out
Yeah.
real soon. 40's just playing a really good macro game. What followed a really good early game. Fortitude once again showing his mastery of this matchup. And this is a tough spot for Happy. This is not unwinnable, but 40 certainly has the lead. Happy will need a bigger army, 80 supply, Fiend, Banshees, and he needs way better upgrades. 0-0 is not gonna cut it.
Doesn't have the gold at the moment, despite the expansion. Everything was quite expensive. We got a super tanky DK though. Oh my. 16 armor and evasion. Nice. But he's probably not gonna fall. Masonry up for the towers. More Griffins coming. 40 around 80. Filthy rich.
No armor, dude. Let's go.
Yo, 20 armor.
Oh, Happy's going for the big commit. Already at only 70 supply. Happy will have to out micro 40 here. This is a big commitment indeed. Doesn't want to give 40 too much time here to benefit from the expansion. 40 is on the winner's track with this third base. Oh, Happy though, perhaps. reconsidering.
Yeah, analyzing the army quickly, making sure that you can't push over 80. But 40, is it 80 footmen? Double heal scroll, heal wards, and also you can't attack all these griffins at the same time. We got 2 groups now. Threaten the backline, threaten the right-hand side. Water elementals in as well. There's no destroyers whatsoever, so you can't even dispel them. Heal wards everywhere, actually. Gets rid of him now. That was sweet. Dark Ranger diving deep. Shredder is in for the fight as well. Dark Ranger says bye-bye. Paladin is level 3. And Happy is getting trampled.
Too strong. Too tall of an early game. Great expansion timing. Really good macro. Really safe early as well. I think Fortitude played pretty much a perfect build. And maybe there's some adjustments Happy could have made a little bit better. Maybe could have crept a bit better. Get level 3 faster. Go for a few more kills. But honestly, with the Arcane Tower being up, Peasants not being exposed, there weren't many openings. I think really this has a lot to do with the map. I think this map is just simply really bad for Undead. And I think this should be vetoed, to be honest.
At least in this matchup, you might be onto something. It's been a while since I've seen a successful Undead here. If the human plays like 40 or Sock.
Map 2 will be starting in a moment.
I think it's like, is it the same map pool probably as the rest of the tournament, right? So Happy immediately probably vetoed Tyrannostand.
Yep. And Echo Isles. Wait, does he? No, he doesn't veto Echo Isles actually.
No, he played Echo Isles with the Dreadlord.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the map pool. Yeah, Tyrannostand for show.
He
They
probably
only have 2 vetoes.
Yeah, probably lost Temple. Turtle Rock? No, not Turtle Rock against human. Lost Temple?
Not LT. No. He likes LT. Dreadlord, very good on LT.
There's no clear second map to veto.
I would veto TM if I was him. I mean, I would veto actually Hammerfall, but if not Hammerfall, then TM.
Yeah. Agree with
For
Remo.
defensive human, TM is really good.
Agree with Remo. Happy is like 0-6 in this map versus humans. I don't know why he didn't veto. At some point, he'll realize it. I think Hammerfall is here to stay, man. I don't see it being rotated out anytime.
And shouldn't be. It's a good map. Just not good for every race and every matchup, obviously.
What? You didn't perfectly balance the map for 12 matchups?
Not every map can be concealed hill.
Get a game
just
up.
joined the wrong game.
Northern
Yeah, I
Isles.
joined the wrong game. Whoops. Okay,
Great.
Never mind.
GG.
GG!
GG! Thank you, Kazol38, for the 27-month resub. Greetings from Barcelona. Greetings, comrade.
Barcelona.
Okay, I'm curious. Very good, very good. I'm also fast forwarding. Your dad beat dad with the 5 gifted subs. Let's go. Sub count at 1772. We've not been there in a long time. You guys are all sweethearts.
Thank you very much for the great support. Lots of subs today, guys. Thank you. Deserving, of course, on a day like this for these players in this great tournament. Huge prize pool. Happy, our first place winner already. This is the bonus show match for another $1,500. Fortitude is the most dangerous player in the world for Happy right now. He showed it again on map 1. Really solid performance there. Now on map 2, we are on Happy's pick.
Northern Isles, baby. We have a Lich once again. We have an Archmage once again. No Mountain King shenanigans here. It feels like it's been phasing out of the meta. Scars with the sub, 29 months. Nice. The Warcraft 3 coaching paying off, eh? Love to see it. Good luck this weekend. I hope the prep is alright. Yeah, what's with the Mountain King disappearing, by the way?
Wait, didn't Sock play it?
Yeah, but it wasn't that great.
Yeah, I think he played the wrong stuff, by the way. What do you play again? Griffins. When you play MK, you just play Night Gyros. Why didn't you just play Night Gyros, my dog?
I don't know.
Stormbolt, Knights, bang bang, kill kill, brother.
I like the bang bang. I also like Sushi Core, who's up for 10 months. Sweetheart.
Thank you. I like the instant expansion here by Happy. I mentioned before how important the level 3 creep route is, and I still hold to that, but I think on this map especially, Lich can creep the natural, get level 2 right away, and then be aggressive and keep the human busy for a really, really long time, ideally, until you have your own expansion finished. 40 with an interesting creep route, green into green. He might take the next green and then use the militia to achieve level 3 at the natural. While we also see an early scout tower, by the way, in the human base. It's not exactly too normal.
Huh. Okay. 40 as always with the delayed expo for the quick level 3. Should be able to get it. And again, the items, man. What's up with the humans and the items versus Happy these days? Same for Sock yesterday. Mantle and Claws +8. Gorgeous.
Oh yeah, I remember that as well. Sock had some nice items. That is for sure. Alright, here we can see Happy with early aggression. Lots of it. Lots of ghouls coming. Lich only level 2, getting across the map, picks up the circlet. Happy now has to keep 40 busy for 2 minutes. Most likely he's going to fall behind in experience, but he's trying to buy 2 minutes of time to get his own expansion running.
Ring of Regen on the Archmage against chip damage. Sweet. And I don't think...
These items, dude.
It's the Sock DLC, man. The Infi DLC being passed to the next human player. Just don't get the Archmage surrounded and I guess you're safe.
Happy's poking here, looking for an opportunity, but he's trying to not overcommit. Again, it's mostly about buying time. Right now, AM is only level 2, no level 2 elementals, so the counterattack threat isn't that big. Oh, and now Happy finds the connect. AM was away, the footies were a bit away, and now the peasants do find themselves exposed.
Alrighty, tower at 50% needs repair. 40 a little sloppy in that regard, not repairing at all, rather cancel. And the Archmage is making a trip across the map to find a cancel on Happy's side. He's realizing this. Hey, old buddy, where are you? Might need a staff. With that, he could potentially hold. Nerup tower is up. It's good damage mitigation. Archmage still finds the way, and mind you, Archmage +8.
Oh, this might be a close call. But 40 knows the Lich is coming. This means the expansion will be getting up. This is a big lead for Happy.
Yo.
Really big. If he
Did you
can
see-
make sure to also get level 3 now soon.
Did you see how he blocked the water elemental with the Acolyte to prevent damage for like 3 seconds? This is good Warcraft,
away.
man. This is good Warcraft.
Yep. Really solid start. Really, really nice by Happy right here.
So, Expo lead doesn't necessarily result in the tech lead, as he has to restore or build Acolytes, saturate that mine. So it might just even out. But from all the Happy versus Archmage first matches I've seen recently, this is one of the best.
A player's forces are under attack.
40 creeping another camp here, trying to get another item. He's got a nice few good ones already. Lich. Oh! Wait, did he get the steal? He must have, I guess. Nova, no travel time. The level 3 here is so big. Lich now only needs 1 kill for the level 3. Happy with basically the perfect early game. Fortitude showed us how it's done perfectly on map 1, and here Happy follows up on map 2.
If only he could have delayed level 3 for even longer and get his own Lich up, but that's level 3 here. Pretty sweet, man. I was a Lich doubter. Happy was stubborn as so often. I just gotta play perfect. And this game is the result.
Oh, Footy's all stacked up. Oh, baby, that's a juicy Nova. And that's, of course, the reason why the level 3 timing, the level up timing, is such a big deal. And this should be an easy cleanup now for Happy. Now it's about minimizing ghoul losses. I guess some will die. That is the way of things. But you can also deny them if your name is Happy.
Ooh, and then the flip side, get another footman kill here. Lich rising in levels, great defense, not a single cancel. That's crazy, man. Crazy effective. Still baiting. And trying to get another ghoul, but Happy says, Expo up for 40 now. Tech is already running pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, this game has been all the Happy show so far. Happy is clearly in the driver's seat. Pretty impressive that despite all of this, Fortitude has not fallen behind with the tech. Again, this is very, very important. He's going for the lab. This is kind of a standard move nowadays as well. Going for the shredder, creeping up here more. But this is not quite enough for level 4. Not enough at all, actually.
Oh no, he's far away. Zeppelin could also be a play. Happy is lining up for the shop. Has the boots, gets the rope. Okay, we got some sweet damage on that first hero of Happy himself. Sapper.
Oh. Wait, can he even get the double connect?
Kaboom.
I guess he can't behind the Necro if Happy is slow to react.
Good joke. Okay, drawing the tower aggro. Does... oh, he's blocking with Acolytes. He saw that coming. Gets one. Alright, couple of Acolytes. Pretty sweet. But Lich is here, and that was expensive for 40.
Yeah, Lich level 4. So strong. Look at the int. 41 intelligence, baby. Got like a clarity running all day. Good Acolyte kills here, though.
Yeah.
This is a successful attack. Lots of Acolytes going down, and the Ziggurat taken out. A bit more XP for the Archmage. All of a sudden, he's almost level 4. This did way more than I thought it would, to be honest.
And it's not over yet. Archmage in good health, courtesy of that C-tier ring of regen. Greetings to Hawk. Clown emoji.
C-tier item.
C-tier item.
Oh! Oh!
Too close for my comfort. 40. Get away. Gotta get away.
There we go. Taken quite a while to clean this up. I guess there could have been a few more ghouls in the defense. Maybe a few too many in the main. Not enough here at the expansion. But now it will indeed be cleaned up. Well, the tier 3 has begun on both sides, and 40 has taken the tier 3 lead. This was a nice tactical play here.
Dude, who plays sappers at that time of the game when it's usually all about tech timings? Impressive! Impressive was also Happy's Banshee play against Sock on this map, but as you mentioned, maybe not the greatest counter against it, and 40 is playing a very different style than Sock did yesterday on this map. Expecting the Banshees to come, and we go double Workshop, Griffin Aviary, and Sanctum.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this. So this is a few Knights and a few Breakers and Gyros and Griffins?
Just build all the units.
Ah no, triple
Hello.
Workshop.
Yeah, double.
Tanks, baby.
Oh, triple
Let's
Workshop.
Go tanks.
So instead of a second Rax, he builds a Sanctum. Is what it is?
He cancelled. No, he cancelled.
That he cancelled.
Instead. Yeah. A few months ago, when Fortitude was looking really killer with his Workshop play, we saw a bunch of series between these two already, and then, now mind you this was a while ago, then Happy was never able to beat the tanks when he was going Dark Ranger. He would only beat the tanks when he was going Dreadlord, even Dreadlord 3rd for Carrion Swarm. So I wonder if 40 can make this work again. He's of course the king of the Panzers, tank monster. Nobody better.
Ain't that right? Going for the Haunted, but only a couple of footmen that's been cleaned up. Town portal away, everything else is too dangerous. But good distraction, took Happy off the map, gave 40 time for his production buildings. This clearly needs to be repaired. Shade on the map again. This is becoming a Happy classic nowadays. Paladin 3rd just started. We need a bit of tech. What's the first building here? Tanks first for more distraction. And if you don't repair that haunted gold mine, Happy,
A player's forces are
it's in danger, I'd say. No wag. Oh, there is wagons coming already. Okay. So he's gonna get the preparation up.
Yeah, he's trying to get the counters rolling. He's got a Garg as well coming against the Zeppelin. He's got the double narrow for double slow at the expansion, and the wagon as you mentioned. I'm curious in the 3rd hero. Dark Ranger is really bad against tanks. Doesn't help at all. Dreadlord in theory is great, but it's very hard to creep him on most maps as a third hero. But if this is a very long game and you get a bunch of tank kills, Dreadlord could still end up leveling. Oh, and there he is. I know my boy. Dreadlord third.
Okay. For a second there was exhumed corpses. I didn't even know that upgrade is still in the game. But just a misclick. Even happy is human after all. Mountain King gets some good levels, gets crazy rings. The ones that were missing from Lyn earlier. Creeping with Water Elementals, of course. Sweet. Also some healing here. Zeppelin being welcomed with open arms, but it was just a little scouting.
Oh, taking that one out is kind of a big deal, though. Oh, and the Creepjack could be as well. Is there enough time to get the item? Oh yeah, very, very important. MK picks it up. Cloak of Flames. I would argue that that is terrible when you play tank lane, but it is an item still.
Okay, the prep looked nice. Gargoyle prevented it. I think 40 just wanted to check if the Haunted Goatman was repaired or not. We got 2 wagons at the expo, now 1 moving over. Dreadlord out. Lich still a weapon. And we have a little bit of an attack, but there's double cannon tower. No frag shards, but still double cannon tower really good.
Alright, in come the ghouls. Big Nova right away. That hurts the peasants. They might all be falling. This is normally where the human wants to apply counter pressure, attack with the tanks, force the human, the undead back. And that is certainly enough tanks to do so. 5 tanks, rolling. And on their way.
Keep rolling. Any upgrades? Yeah, 2-1. That's fine. Economy damage is done. But yeah, you got a hole now that will buy 40 the time. It's such an interesting dynamic these days. The back and forth pushes, the tech switches. Nothing seems ultra cookie cutter at the moment that always and reliably works. Sleep is sweet. Archmage, uh-oh, in the middle of the pack. Holy Light is there. Sleep just a hair too late.
Still forces the TP out though. Tanks have to retreat and didn't get too many kills. They got only the shop kill, I think. Happy kind of walled off the Haunted. And the drop wasn't a danger because the Zeppelin was taken out before. All things considered, really good defense by Happy.
Yeah, he got 1 wagon on top, but of course you're more talking about structures, buildings. Triple workshop, man. Happy seriously doubling down, tripling down if you want to say that. Now gyros are coming into the mix. We're establishing 80 food armies, but in these fights, obviously Happy's army will be a little more effective as tanks don't do much in army fights.
That reminded me, dude, of that short time where Gargs looked unbeatable and humans tried to play Barrage, remember?
Barrage is really good in FFA.
We have yet to see the Master make it work in 1v1. So far, not the case. Wait, how many targets does Barrage hit nowadays? It was increased at some point, right?
Is it 9? Is it 12? Chat? Help us out.
It's pretty sick in theory, right? It's like more than 100 per shot. In theory.
It's just super slow and you don't kill anything reliably, and that can be countered by heal scrolls. Statues are also part of the fight, of course. So you out-heal this quite a bit. Not that easy to answer, but I think it can work in certain scenarios if the fights are super long.
More upgrades for the tanks right now. Only 2-1. They're still pretty manageable. It's when the human gets ahead economically, and things get for the undead, his income is decreasing, and all of a sudden it's 3-3 tanks. Then things get really scary.
Gargoyle's doing a fine job against the Griffin. But we have a staff and free healing. First, Dragonhawk's coming out. Nuked immediately though.
Nice saves though. With the stats, with the Holy Lights, he saved all these units. Well done by 40. And the tanks are again on the way for the counterattack.
Ooh, Knight for free. Or is it? Trying to fight out? Great reposition by Happy so far. Dude, Coil Nova flying everywhere.
Ooh, he almost saved everything. 40 almost saved everything, but now stuff is starting to die. Oh, the Dragonhawk's exposed. More and more supplies dropping. Where are the tanks going? Why aren't they attacking? They're doing nothing.
I'm not too sure. 40 also at 1,000 gold. He seems a bit overwhelmed at the moment. Something that didn't happen in a long time. Attacks against the Garg still running. Griffins are coming in. There was a coil. It wasn't even the last one. Mana management again, crazy. But with the statue taken out, 40 still has a very, very solid chance of taking that map. He needs levels. And that's not it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, again, sleep. Archmage in trouble. No TP anymore, by the way.
Staff.
AM here in serious trouble indeed, but there's a Holy Light once more. A kill as well as level 3 Mountain King. That's big. Level 2 now in the Dreadlord. Not an important level up yet, but closer to level 3.
Holy Light online. Has to be used defensively all the time. Mana is far away. Oh, wait a second. There was a Wind of Mana stealing. Gets another Fiend here. Happy with the supply deficit. Getting, of course, this deny out. And we're switching to Fiends now. No more Gargs.
Yeah, Fiends will definitely own these fights against the air units. The Knight counter simply isn't ready. Although some Knights are now trickling in. How many tanks we got? I see 5 out on the map. That's a respectable number. But there's still many wagons for Happy as the counter.
Can we take them out with air? He's definitely trying to. Needs like 2 volleys. And they're gone. Happy trying to defend. Respectable Stormbolt on level 2 now against the Lich. But DK is ready. Do we have a coil? Oh, we don't. That's a mana potion. Divine Shield used to keep the Paladin safe, but you gotta get out. Needs the staff on that hero soonish, I'd say. Water Elemental focus on the wagons is crazy good.
Yeah, 40 playing this really well right now. Eats a Fiend as well, trying to force the TP or something away from the Archmage, but there's an Invo Potion. The tanks are doing huge damage at the expansion, and all the wagons are gone. And there's no ghouls left either to deal with the tanks. Fortitude perhaps taking the lead now all of a sudden with a big supply lead.
Man, these tanks were charging up for exactly this push. The Panzergeneral is back at what he does best. Destroying undead bases, statues falling. Happy is basically down to a fiend, 2 fiends, a statue and his heroes.
Yeah, sick comeback by 40. He really is the master of this matchup. How did he do it? Lich trying to look for the kills but doesn't find them. 40's always just there barely in time to get the save. And now 40 is cleaning up the rest. What a crazy strong comeback by 40. This was such a sick early for Happy, but Fortitude didn't falter. Kept on fighting, and with his signature in the tank, takes out the expansion. And Happy's so broke, that's basically the game.
The hero control is out of this world for Fortitude, man. Always having the Holy Light, always having a disabled Stormbolt, always having the Invo Potion on a map with one shot that's not too easy, especially against Happy. Distracting so much. Man, this is such great Warcraft by 40 now. GG.
Wow. 2-0 by 40. Damn. Sick performance. Amazing play. What a comeback. And Happy he had a sick early game. Just I think the defense was lacking a bit. Especially the ghoul distribution was not perfect. In that late game when you know tanks are around, the ghouls shouldn't be in the army. They're gonna get Stormhammered from the Griffins and Stormbolt, Holy Light, you know, they're gonna die like flies. You wanna keep them in the bases, maybe 3 or 4 ghouls in each base, and a few wagons, and then you have good tank defense. But the tank defense wasn't super solid here.
Is it too crazy to say that 40 just out-microed Happy?
Sorry. Yeah, it did certainly seem like many of Happy's attempts here didn't work out. Also, he was throwing out a lot of Coil Nova, but missed the kills a lot of the time.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
Rare to see.
Oftentimes, humans win with an overwhelming force at tier 3, but this wasn't really the case. It was even fight supply-wise. Also, tanks eat up a lot of supplies, same do wagons, of course, but Necros, they did hold a value against Sock with base pushes, etc. Here in this fight, not really. It was clearly overwhelmed, and 40 shows again who's boss in these matches, man.
He does it so reliably as well. Nobody in years, many years, has been able to bring Happy to the test like this. I guess 1-0. Okay, 1-0 also has to be mentioned. He had his times, he had his eras. But Fortitude right now, on a 2-game win streak, this could be his 3rd in a row, with a lot of games also being won by him before. They've had so many encounters recently, right? Like, just this year... Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a 12th match already this year. They know each other real well.
On this patch, this is match number 18. It's so crazy. The stats between them is 11 to 41. But I guess this is where it stops for Happy. The 42. The answer to everything will not be reached. Happy is outclassed in this matchup at the moment.
Yeah, and Happy is, I think with Fortitude, experiencing something that he's not used to, but a lot of other players know. And that is, if he makes a mistake, he's going to be punished right away.
Yeah.
That is normally the Happy effect. That is normally what happens to everyone else. You make one mistake and boom, head cut off. This is what 40 does with him. It's less bombastic. It's less flashy, because with Undead, it's, oh, you make a mistake, coil nova, hero kill, bam, here comes the slam dunk. With Human, it's a little more nuanced, you know? There's a tank here, there's a scout there, there's an opening found here, there's a sapper that connects, there's some acolytes going down. But yeah, Fortitude has found an elegant way to truly master this matchup.
It's freaking great, man. I see 2 more subs by Buttcrumbs, 1 to Remo, 1 to Baron. I say it's time for some B2W buddies in the chat. Spam that shit as we are waiting for game number 3 to start. Lobby had some problems to get hosted. But yeah, this best of 5 showmatch, man, could be over after this map. And rubbing my hands here. Tight Hunters. One of my... Yeah, I mean Dubai. This map, these players.
This is probably the most fun map in this matchup. It is just gloves off, in your face. Normally, because both expansions are very close to each other, and then we just go swinging back and forth, and you better don't miss.
Oh, you can't miss. No, no, no. Yeah, this map at Dubai was probably my favorite map this decade. Trying to think of something that was crazier, but with high stakes as well. Yeah. I think it's the best. I think this is the game of the decade so far, for me.
Yeah, so far, Happy being closer here to defeat than we've seen him mostly this tournament. Of course, he lost one game also in the group stage, but Fortitude, he really has reached new heights. And how different he looks, dude. His game against Kaho in the quarters was pretty disappointing, honestly. It wasn't terrible. I don't want to say that. It wasn't. But it wasn't super good either. There's a different story. There's a different player in a different it's the same player, but in a different matchup, looking like a different player. Because, yeah, Fortitude, he's always excelled in this matchup and in Human Mirror. And what a time to make use of it.
And that's, dear people of Warcraft 3.info, is why I would love to have matchup elo. Please, my birthday is in 4 months. Can I get matchup elo? I'd be very thankful for that. The StarCraft people have it. I want it too.
Oh, true. True, they do.
Yeah, at Ali Gulag they have that.
Ali Gulag? Wait, what's that name, by the way?
I have no clue. Maybe it's just the person who came up with it?
But it's basically the same as elo rating, right?
Yeah.
Because elo is from chess originally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart people
Do
coming
they
up
have
with
different
smart
win
things.
rates in chess as well for black and white?
Very sure.
Yeah, I guess that's such a stats-driven game. They must.
So imbalanced game. Oh my god. Chess makers, please fix. Oh my god, white is so OP.
Goddamn white dude. OP for hundreds of years.
Ruined it
no
all.
patch.
So goddamn oppressive. 20 seconds till game.
Alright, Happy needs to bring it back. Now, if there's a player to come back seemingly unfazed from a 0-2, it would be Happy. We've seen it many times before. We've seen it in this tournament. We've seen it against Sok in the semis. But as we mentioned, Fortitude still a bit of a different beast in this matchup compared to Sok, it would seem.
For sure. Yeah, in this matchup, he's just not falling, man. He's wearing the Fortitude name for a reason. Tide Hunters has been started. We have 40 on the upper left-hand side. We got Happy at the bottom right-hand side. Lich Expo is certainly what we can expect alongside an Archmage opening. I think this is not changing anymore. So let's do it again.
All right. I'll be curious to see. Hold on! That's a Ted Fiend build. What?
Oh, I was asking for this for such a long time. I said the day and age of Lich First is over. Please at least try the Ted Fiend build.
Dude, I haven't seen this in so long.
Okay, I'm really curious now if my inner brain theory crafting is completely off or if that can be a solution.
I think it could be. I think if the human counterplays this perfectly, it's very hard to win with it, but it relies on precise human counterplay, and it relies on perfect undead micro. We know that part is a given. So it's really going to be up to 40 here to make the proper adjustments against this fiend play. You need to rely more on AM level 3, I would say. I guess that also goes for the other sort of the matchup. And it also means that you're going to have to work a lot with defend footies. And also means, this might be the primary reason. Fortitude cannot go for the lab creep. You will be getting harassed.
Yeah.
If he goes for the lab creep, this is suicide.
Yeah, I think so too. You'll just coil everything and get wrecked by skeletons. I want to throw this out here because it happened in some weekly cups and I don't think it's likely, but it, just to mention it. Sheik is playing tower pushes versus human now. With DK Ted Fiend opener. Just that you've heard it. Maybe Happy saw it and I think that's the play. We'll see. Remo fell off the chair in disbelief. Happy's here. Aiming for the kill. Footy down. Creep has to be abandoned. Nice adjustment. And good creep disruption.
Disaster! Disaster strikes. Yeah, 40 getting surprised. He was not considering this option. And that is the absolutely perfect start for him.
Yep. 100%. Level 1.5 already. That's crazy. Happy. His acolyte got muddy. Of course. Obviously. Now I'm curious, how quick is 40 in adjusting to this?
The plan must still be expansion. It's not like against ghouls, where you can play one base into inner fire rifles. Can be decent against Lich Ghouls. Against Ted Fiends, that's a big no-no. Not what you want to do. So it has to be the expansion. You need to get level 3. And yeah, this puts you in uncomfortable waters, because of course 40 doesn't have much experience against this style anymore. No undead plays this. Nobody. It is a damn difficult style to play. And Happy busted out of nowhere.
Love to see it, man. Der Derbere, thank you for the sub. Love to see that as well. So, can 40 maybe go for some surrounds? He has to work on the echo first, man. This is... Of course, Footman and Militia should be much more protected, as you're not exposed to Nova. Coil's still dangerous, though.
And gets level 2 finally. But this way might be stuck on this level for a long time. Taking quite a bit of damage as well from the undead forces. Happy maybe committing a bit too much to the AM. But the thing is here in Ted Fiends, in this kind of a matchup, level 2 versus level 2 will greatly favor the undead. Just with Aura, the Fiends are pretty good already. You can kite all the time. And AM might be stuck on level 2 for a long while. We can see right now he's got 300 XP. He needs 2 more green camps to get level 3. And it's very unclear if Happy's going to give him that time.
Ooh. He is falling back at the moment, but he will not leave the scenery probably without spending the last mana for the coil. I would be very surprised. This is poison damage from the Murloc. Happy's here, looking for some kills. But I don't think he can get some. Outside the creeps, maybe. Kaboom, there we go.
Perfectly timed. Was also cute. Not more than cute. It was a really wise play that Fortitude left the Huntsman alive for a long time. He was baiting Happy to come in with the Fiends and get the end snare, but Happy, too wise for it, didn't give him that gift.
Dark Ranger
He's
follow-up.
going for the Dark Ranger, indeed. To keep the
Wow.
pressure on, he can go for more skellies, and he can stick around right now and keep Fortitude busy and prevent this level 3 for the entire game, possibly.
Okay, I did not expect that Dark Ranger second. Sweet. Fiend down at 50%, but there's another coil in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Damage distribution is kind of nice on 40's side, but he's just not killing anything.
Yeah, neither player is at the moment. And it is annoying for Happy to be stuck on level 1 for this long. But there's so many green camps here in the middle. He could easily creep 1, get level 2, get skellies, and get ready for the next round. 40 needs to shop real bad.
I worry a little bit for Happy's tier 3 push. No Pit Lord or anything. Everything is quite delayed. His tier 3 didn't start yet. He's going Hero, Slaughterhouse, Fiend, Statue, Upgrade, and then at some point tier 3? It's solid.
Even.
Yeah.
He went upgrade and items?
Yeah.
Got 2 items as well for the Dark Ranger.
A player's forces are under attack.
Then it doesn't even make sense to tech. And he could have just teched sooner. This is a tier 2 all-in Neo, apparently.
What?
Or it's the weirdest power spike tier 2 into tier 3. This is not a normal timing.
So, Happy lost 2 maps versus Sock, went back to the drawing board instead of practicing for Happy and came up with this?
With the 1 statue and the upgrades now, this Fiend army is actually very strong. Do we have to defend? Not yet. Oh
Nope.
boy, does he need to defend.
It's
Good
coming.
news is, there is a lot of footmen.
So, towers are coming as well. We're walling off, and the further the game progresses, the harder it is for Happy to do any damage. He's going tier 3 now, but at 7 minute 30.
Yeah, that seemed like a mistake. He could have teched way sooner.
Yeah, he had the resources. 3
Could have
times.
delayed the upgrades and the items a bit. There was no need really to go for them that early. And now for the counterattack. Happy has to TP, and he has to cancel the tech as well.
Ay. Didn't see that coming, huh? And no Nova, of course, in the defense. No towers up either.
And that is so much time for 40. Oh, he might take the tech lead as well to tier 3 soon. Get towards Knights, maybe. Try to buy time with the Militia. He got the level 3, by the way, a while ago at the 1 camp that was left that I forgot about. And the footage is doing so much across the map. Fortitude, all of a sudden in a great spot.
Yeah, he held this with only an Archmage and, of course, the summons. Against so much damage coming from all heroes and fiends. The footies are still in the base untouched.
Fortitude just has to make sure this expansion keeps standing, which is easier said than done right now. There's so many fiends firing away at the towers, almost no counter damage. It's only a single arcane, a million peasants for repair. Might not be enough though, might not be enough. Happy needs to break through right here, and then there's still a chance for him.
Okay, Fiend upgrade is paying off, finally. But heroes are hurt. Need to be in range of a statue. Footmen are still in the base. Happy is still not taken.
Fortitude patiently waiting for the Mountain King. He needs him bad. Maybe then he can force a TP on the Death Knight. New round of Militia called from the main. Dangerous against the Dark Ranger, but she's very low mana here as well. Not so many skellies right now that can be raised.
To that. DK is pretty much out of the fight for now. Statue is also running out of mana alongside the Dark Ranger. And towers are falling. A couple of peasants are falling. I think it's totally fine though. The Militia, that hurts because Fortitude didn't start the tier 3 either. But Masonry is up now. So if another tower is coming, I don't think you can break this anymore. And here's the hero with the hammer. And the first kill in forever.
They can start to get a few kills. The statue, by the way, worked so hard over time, completely out of mana now. Can't regen at the moment. Trying to go for the big kill on the DR. Counters around from the Fiends, but she might still be stuck here. TP is needed. Oh, Dark Ranger.
Hammer.
Get out. Stormbolt almost ready.
Oh, I didn't use it. It was ready. Was she above the threshold? I'm not too sure. But it was about. Look at all the corpses in the base. Oh my god. How many of them is footmen? How many is ghouls?
It's a good spread.
Yeah.
It's a good spread. DK may not have gotten too much XP because of the towers, but he got enough for level 3. Double mana potion. The Dark Ranger is almost 3. How is it the expansion? Far from finished. Happy might still be able to break through. Happy might still win this game on tier 2 only.
Oh, tier 2! No Destros, no Orb, no Frenzy, no Lich. And there's still a chance. Okay, Sobi Mask on a Mountain King though. That creep was worth it. Got the Shredder as well. Tower is almost finished. We have no shop here. That's a bit dangerous. Lots of skeletons on the ground for now. Question is a bit for how long. Mass repair necessary. Tech for 40 has started. Happy's doom clock is ticking.
Yeah, 40 is so far away from safety. He needs tier 3 Knights Pally. That is 2.5 more minutes. While the fiends are already in your face. The Dark Ranger though walks into a surround. What's she doing there? Oh, Happy with a big mistake.
Stormbolt. Coil is up, and that's a level 2-1. Soaking up a lot of damage here. There's more coils. Can he outdamage the coil cooldown? No way! Level 3 as well. Level 2 for the Mountain King, alright, but he's out of mana. Needs to wait a little bit. Regen, of course, crazy with Brilliance Aura Sobi Mask.
We're not done yet, folks. We are not done yet.
Holy moly, what a game.
And now the Dark Ranger is 3. And now the Skellies will really hurt. The DK still has a mana potion. I don't think 40 can hold here anymore.
One more Stormbolt. Onto the Fiend. Gets a coil. That was the second last one, thanks to the potion. 40's tier 3 is around the corner.
He needs that second barracks. And he needs a lot of knights. He's got gold. Okay.
He has to
One round of knights
evacuate.
won't be enough, probably. He has to get 2 rounds of knights, most likely. Got so many skellies, though. Not much time left for Fortitude.
There's also some fresh skellies. They will stay for a long time. Can you play this one base with the resources you got?
Oh, Archmage, ouchie.
He was
That coil
prepared.
deep in his bones.
He's so old, his bones are hurting anyway. He doesn't care. Waiting for the Paladin. Halfway through. First run of Knights. Halfway through.
They're getting turned into mincemeat / skeletons here right away. Would love to see more Fiend upgrades for Happy as well. He is kind of rich. Waiting for his own tier 3 and the Lich. Fortitude is trying to buy time with her militia to have the expansion still standing, but that is lots and lots of peasants going down. Knights and Pally are coming. Can they save the day?
This game on a knife's edge, man, is crazy. Supply is rather even. Skeletons are trying to connect to the back line, to the lumber income. As the town hall is burning. Mountain King has hammers. Paladin is here. Knights arrive. Happy has no TP.
Alright, 40 has the better army on paper with knights, but he doesn't have enough of them. He didn't have enough time. The levels also aren't too impressive. And by the way, destroyers should just be the game winners here. There is 0 anti-air. Never had the time to go for gyros. That also makes Burrow here quite good, by the way. No detection. Happy now only has to micro his Fiend army. That's always one of his biggest strengths. And he seems to be losing pretty much nothing here. Nice damage spread, though, on the statues. 3 of them almost going down. Speaking of which, Paladin close to falling as well. But he does get away, staffed out and saved. But so are the statues.
There's a coil. He wants his Mountain King. He wants his MK. No staff here. MK dead. Double level up for 4. 2 knights and an archmage. This was keeps 40 in this game and 300 gold. Paladin benched for a long time. Knights connects last second. Expo still standing. Work is continuously under attack. This DR is crazy strong. This pretty much the entire game.
Would love to know how many peasants died this game as well.
Ooh.
It must have been a good number.
You can check Infi's stream if you want to. He's of course 3 minutes ahead, so that might be a spoiler, but Knights are falling now. This game.
Yeah, here's the Lich. Here's the Orb.
Yeah.
Destroyer form is now also ready. Although, he did a great job taking out the statues. That was actually really, really well done. But Happy just seems to be way superior. The Fiend firepower here with the Tri-Hero and now the 2-0 upgrades should be too much.
Still squeezing out a couple of gold coins from that mine. You can't get any mass. Destroyer in the air. Doesn't have a coil right now. Any chance to attack this? Water Elemental provides some HP, of course. And Archmage hits... Oh, not the deck, but the bench. He can't engage anymore.
Yeah, the no gyros here, of course, is the final nail in the coffin. No damage against the destroyers, no detection, and Happy wins this. But man, that was a close game.
What a fight,
That
man.
almost went the other way.
Yeah, when do undeads ever, in any matchup, stay this long on tier 2?
Yeah, it seemed like a weird choice. He tried to go tier 3, forced to cancel. The defend footies did a good job, but Happy cleaned it up. By the way, how important it was for him here to be good at multitasking. He was always using the ghouls, pulling them back when they're hurt, and then re-engaging them. Most undeads there just put the ghouls on A-click, they die, then the acolytes die, then maybe the ziggurats die. Happy here had to play Masterclass to win that one.
Yeah. And I personally, I raise a middle finger to all the people who are dirking around. Happy's always playing the same. Happy's such a robot. Screw you. He knew something is flawed with the Lich opening, and that is fixed. Middle finger to you guys. And good for us, we get new maps.
I think he also did it a lot because of the map. I think he knew 40 was going to go for the lab creep, and he really wanted to find that punish, which he did. On the following maps, I think we can expect more expansion again from Happy.
Whew. Curious times, man. Curious times in this matchup. Love to see it. Back to Tet Fiends. Who would have thought? Next. Oh, well.
For map number 4, though,
Nope.
Equiles is going to be our 4th map, and if there ever was a map for fast expansion, it is this one. So accordingly, Happy will also be going for the ghoul build into expansion. And this, of course, was the one map where we saw him play Dreadlord against Sock.
Yes, sir. I kind of want to see this again, even though I think 40 has extraordinary plays against this. We're loading in. 40 still on match points, but we said the same about Sock just yesterday, and there was 3 maps in a row. I think Fortitude is a bit more stable than Sock is. He just knows, okay, then I beat you on the next map. This is my choice. And what is Happy's choice? Dreadlord it is!
Baby.
Let's go!
The Style Lord is back with us. Happy going for an early Acolyte Scout. Want to see what 40 is up to. Lots of humans love going for the Merc Camp creep. But seems like that's not going to be 40's priority, right? Looks like he's going to go for the green rather instead of the Merc. I think that's good news for Happy. The strange thing really is when the human goes for the counterattack with level 3 footies and ideally Mercs. And of course also having a Shadow Priest means that you can go for useful against the sleep.
Okay. Can you get it? Oh, that's big.
And the first footy is almost dead already. Ouch.
Not a greatest start here. Can't sleep against the Dreadlord. Well, you will, but you can't. You shouldn't.
A player's forces
Archmage
are
also
under attack.
only the ring, not the item that he wants. If you end up getting surrounded, normally the ring doesn't help you either.
Dun, 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 dun. I wonder how different 40 is playing this compared to Sock. He certainly has room to improve. Should be Mass Air though. That seemed to be the #1 counter. Weird dynamic between Gargs and Dragonhawks.
Forces are under
Yeah.
attack.
But you mentioned in the cast, I think correctly, he went Dragonhawks and Gyros,
Yeah.
which seemed like the worst of both worlds. I really, really didn't like that choice.
I think
Because
the idea is...
gyros can also beat, sorry, but I think sometimes gyros can beat the Dreadlord if you have like stupid amounts of them, like 20 gyros plus, maybe even 24 plus, because the Carrion Swarm only hits 6 targets. But if you only have like 6 Dragonhawks and 6 gyros, then yeah, they're always gonna get picked apart one by one.
Guess the idea is that the Gargs have to come forward to attack the Dragonhawks, and then you attack those with the gyros, but it's also super expensive and it's not super reliable. And,
Yeah, I think you just need like a stupid amount of Dragonhawks and then split them as well.
Yeah.
I love the Dark Ranger third he was playing right against Sok. That was really cool. Having no Nova is annoying, but silence is crucial if you want to go into that weird air battle.
okay, Bursey up. Piercing damage always good. Happy with the double dispel that renders water elementals not useless, but a lot weaker than what we've seen before. Archmage well equipped and damaged now with claws and gloves. And we establish a fine 2-base game. Or are we?
Yes, sir. 40 coming across the map. Okay, he's got lots of mana. Never mind, not so much mana, but he's got water elemental summoned and is looking, of course, for the cancel. But Happy's timing is perfect. He will see it early. Does 40 run past this ghoul army? He could try to, but the Carrion Swarm might punish him.
It's a wall of rotten flesh, my dude. These footies are suffering big time, and they didn't even reach the Narrow Tower yet.
Shadow
Abandon.
Happy here were so good. The dispel against the elementals.
Right?
Pretty nice.
Sweet setup indeed. And 40 hit a wall. Of course, bought time. There's a one skeleton coming to... I mean, he's not scouting if there's an expansion, just how far progressed it is, I guess. Ooh, sleep. That's a big one. Good night.
Counterattack now for Happy. But he's hurt already. There's going to be some militia needed. And indeed, 3 are coming from the main base. Okay, great defense by Happy before. How well can 40 do?
No defend hurts against all that mercenary piercing damage. You can't go for reinforcements. The Carrion Swarm is insane. But that was also the last one.
Yeah, aim as a new water elemental in a moment. And that should then certainly stabilize things if you can't do that before. Good denies as well. Gets another kill here. Footy goes down. Another Shadow Priest for Happy with the Skellies at the Merc. 3 Shadow Priests on Happy. That might be the first time I see that.
Lots of mercs, man. The Echo Owls, truly. These mercs are making bank. Merc camp runners, provider, I don't see the dudes that own this. But Expo up. No push against this really. Couple of peasants got killed, but also ghouls falling. Happy is always keeping a close eye on that mercenary camp if there might be a berserker coming.
Oh, Carrion Swarm again. Peasants in trouble once more. Why is this Arcane Tower so late? You need to have the Arcane Tower here first. Ooh, that's a big macro mistake by 40. That's why he did so well in the early maps, right? He went for the Arcane Towers early, had safety here early. That's a mistake you can't really afford.
Oof. That's the entire peasant line wiped out.
That's the Dreadlord show. That's the Dreadlord show, dude. This Dreadlord's gonna own this game.
How is that working again all of a sudden?
Comes down a lot to the map, as so often. You need to have an easy expansion, far distances, easy to get up, and to follow up with level 3 creeping for the Dreadlord. Plus Mercs. Turns out, Mercs for Dreadlord really good. Dude, this is a 4th Shadow Priest. 4th Shadow Priest for Happy.
Last time I've seen this from any player was probably TH versus Hawk at WCA 2014. Having 4 Shadow Priests in the human mirror was pretty good in Archmage.
Yeah, and it makes so much sense here as well, because of course they're expensive for, you know, being so weak and just having a little bit of the spell. But with the Dreadlord it makes so much sense, because you're afraid of the Archmage Water Elemental pressure and counterattack, so you are willing to invest heavy to deal with Water Elementals, plus it gives you XP.
Yeah.
Killing the Water Elementals.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you need with Dreadlord. Experience. Quick levels, and once you're level 5, then you're cruising.
Ooh, 40 is grasping at straws here. Muddy is coming in to save the day. Hadouken! Gets another steal.
Dreadlord now out of mana, but perfectly in time as tier 2 is finishing. We got to shop at the expansion, so Happy can now go for mana potions, which are certainly expected. And no second hero yet. Happy may want to go for level 5 Dreadlord first before we see the DK.
And that's relatively easy to acquire with 3-4 camps still on his side. Kinda hard to level a potential third hero, but yeah, we'll see about that. Arcane Tower is now finally up at 8 minutes 30. Tier 2 is done. Mountain King coming. Happy text tier 3 immediately, but he ain't done with that expo yet because there's another Carrion Swarm, there's another mana potion. Hadouken!
Slow now from the Mud Golem though. This could be a lot of kills for Fortitude. This should be level 4 here if he gets enough. Oh, but look at the Dreadlord, man. He is celebrating. All of a sudden, only missing around 80 XP for the level 5. And on level 5, guys, if you don't know, the Carrion Swarm does 200 damage per target, which is really, really, really good.
It is really good. How does 40 counter this? He's going Sanctum immediately, not Griffin Aviary. Because you know what? Against Breakers, the Carrion Swarm does 0 damage on any level.
I think... What do I think? I think 40 is screwed. It's what I think.
Yo! I think the same.
What would be the best course of action? So if you have a good early game, and if you can just build whatever army you want, the best army you can make against Dreadlord is, believe it or not, Inner Fire Rifles. With strong heroes and heal scrolls, that is. Is that what he's trying to go for? I mean, he's so far behind, it's hard to see him stand much of a chance. And yeah, level 5 was reached now. Dreadlord only needs 10 mana pots.
Crazy. Yeah, I'd love to see Backpack now. Ghouls are being picked up and Mountain King is leveling to a degree. Tier 3 is coming. We're going priests. I mean, for Inner Fire Rifles, you need rifles. For that, you need a blacksmith, and that is only now starting. But he will be exposed to Garg, since Happy didn't scout the main, so he doesn't know that there's no air. And Gargs could turn out to be rather weak.
Dreadlord. In this. Hadouken.
Oh.
Schmack, schmack, schmack. Never count this guy out, dude. Doesn't matter if he's 0-2 down, 0-3 down. You don't count him out.
Well, it depends. If it's a best of 5, I'd count him out at 0-3.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay,
But-
party poo-poo.
But yeah, that's the only point. Alright, with Gargs here, rifles coming, your call was completely correct, but we don't even see a single rifle as Happy destroys 40 and has yet another turnaround in a match versus human.
Hell yeah, baby. Takes map 4, brings us to the decider. I would love for this to be Lost Temple so bad, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. Pretty sure he vetoed that, but because Lost Temple is crazy good for Dreadlord, it's probably a suicidal map pick, so I'm fairly certain he vetoed it.
Should be
We
twisted,
shall see.
right? I guess it's twisted. I'm very sure it's twisted, but yeah, we never know.
Could be Concealed Hill as well.
Oh, True Concealed is in the pool. Yes. Yeah, that is concealed. Dude. If he gets reverse sweeps versus Sock and Fortitude back to back, like this, he's just built differently, man.
Yeah, and this is also going to be interesting here for the opening build. Happy's been playing quite a bit of instant expansion lately on Concealed Hill, which was unthinkable for a long time. I think Sock counted it once, right? But
Yes.
40 is never really the aggressive player in this matchup, so this could again be some macro play.
Yeah, Sock hard counted it. That was nuts. That was against 1-2-0 though. Not really against Happy.
Yeah. True.
You know, 1-0. Pfft. Just not the same
Scrub.
league. Not the same league. This happy guy. As people are triggered in the chat that we are fanboying Happy so hard. Yeah, 1-0 is not even in his league, dude. Nobody is. He's the greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all
Nobody
time.
Close.
Never.
Superior player. Different galaxy. It is what it is, Neo. It is what it is.
Dude, you don't have to tell me. You have to tell them. Them haters.
I'm telling them right now. You better listen, guys.
They never do.
Okay, excited for this. Concealed Hill, by the way. Is this finally where we see the Mountain King? Can we finally see Hammer Dwarf? Where's he been?
He's a little lazy, eh? He doesn't get out of bed too quickly. So yeah, last time Happy won was on 24th of February against Fortitude. That was a best of 3. Last time he won in a best of 5 was 4 days prior. Was really close though. But again, goes to show that Happy worked a lot on this matchup. It was the one big flaw he had, I guess, alongside the mirror match against 1-0, where that he occasionally loses. But a player like Happy can't have flaws. He's got to be perfect. The ultimate machine is well oiled here today and yesterday, and Concealed Hill is the map. And now we go live. Sorry, but Grubby is the GOAT. Grubby is playing Battle.net, my dude. It's not even the same universe.
I never know if these guys are trolling or serious, but
Me neither.
whatever the case is, bro, you are very
Wrong.
entitled to your opinion. That's
Yeah, but you're also wrong. If you don't agree with us, you're just wrong.
I mean, you know, it is what it is.
You know it's true. You don't want to be rude to the people. I do occasionally. It's true.
You know, there's a site called Liquipedia where you can look up how many gold medals, aka tournament wins, a player has had throughout their career.
Yeah.
And for Grubby, I don't remember. I think it maybe like 56, 57 or something. For Happy, it's 370 plus that we're talking about. Happy is on track. By the way, a few years ago, Happy was in prize money rank 8, I think. This year, he is going to take prize money rank 4.
Yep.
Gonna overtake TH, unless he has a heart attack or something, or, you know, stops playing. But he is very much on track. Happy is gonna be the highest ranked undead ever in terms of prize money. He is the best undead of all time. He is the most dominant player of the current era. And he is amazing. I sound very much like a fanboy right now, I am aware. But
I thought, okay, when is this stopping? When is he realizing?
But I ain't wrong. And yeah, by the way, when this is going to happen, he's going to overtake TH this year. We're going to have highest ranked, or highest prize money ever, Moon, Night Elf. Second, Lin, Orc. Third, Infi, Human. And fourth is going to be Happy. And I think that's actually a very deserved top 4 distribution of our history.
The game has always been balanced perfectly. We all know it. Also in 2010, when we had Orc versus Undead. We have another game, everybody. This is the decider. Fortitude is heeding your call and is going for an MK.
Okay. Change of pace, all of a sudden. Footy Scout is checking out what's apparently the new meta. This used to be considered impossible and unthinkable. Fast expansion here, but normally, or nowadays rather, since both want to expand, you know you are safe. And the MK certainly isn't the hero for the job here to be aggressive. Gonna get level 2 with a steal. Oh damn, the Footy got a steal, my dog.
Huh. I am replaying this as I once again about all these funsies. Forgot to fast forward, so the viewers can appreciate this in a second. Yo, that's pretty sick, man. Also, claws, kind of nice for attacks. And yeah, this is just such a hard creep spot, man. And you gotta play it pretty much perfectly, which this one wasn't. Still level 2 for the Lich and Intelligence, also quite nice. But 40 always with his slow expansion setups. Lich is far away, doesn't have boots, doesn't have a staff. This looks fine.
When the MK bashes into evasion, it doesn't bash, right?
Ooh, does it bash and it doesn't do damage?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it doesn't do anything, but I might not be right. It's not going to be a relevant factor here because he sold the talisman and just going to keep creeping. Seems like both players here are prioritizing heavily. Level 3, MK got it already, and the expansion will be coming. Same is the case for Happy. Very nice items for the MK, I would say. And quite the slow early game. Seems like this should be a safe expo for both guys.
I agree. Not that easy to threaten an undead expansion without water elementals. Lich does not get the boots, doesn't have the resources yet. Just a circlet, prioritization. Happy trying to dress as a little princess once again. But
the sentries here are amazing, by the way.
Yo.
During nighttime, especially when facing MK. Seeing him ahead of time, knowing where the stormbolts will be flying from, this is really nice to have now.
A player's forces are under attack.
And 40 didn't start the expo only now at 4:40. Maybe he was waiting for the time to have it lining up with 40. Mountain King. 40! Threatening an attack, but what can you do really? Level 2 Stormbolt, always a bit scary, but you really don't want to be surrounded. Shout out to Sock yesterday. Too soon?
Oh my god, that was so sad.
Too soon?
Yes, way too soon.
Okay, sorry. Who's laughing in the background, dude? Jesus, that joke was so funny. Remo's roommates are laughing with us.
You're just a clown, Neo. You're just a clown.
I am. Dude, Hawk tells me every week.
C tier item.
Dude, I'm excited for this late game. This is all slowly heating up.
Yeah, this is the first time where one player isn't getting punched hard in the face at the start of the game. Just a little bit of tickling.
That can also be torture.
Yeah. Almost as terrifying as droplets of water.
Right? Very happy we're not exposed to that. While the expansion wasn't the ultra fastest for 40, the tech is still very good. For Happy, it's the same. 40 is constantly threatening an attack, but it feels like Happy's always in position, so we're safe.
Yeah, I'm really glad this is a super even game so far. Even XP, even economy, even tech.
You
Next
can tell.
few moves, moving towards the mid game, will perhaps show us a bit of a lead for one of these guys.
I was about to say you can tell that Remo's lying because, of course, he would like to have Happy up front and taking the lead here.
No.
Footman falling courtesy of Nova, and Mountain King finally dribbles around the defense, but it's so hard to reach now without exposing yourself. You don't have a staff, and there's a narrow buff, and it's all pretty narrow here. It might be too risky.
Shredder should get away, right? Oh, I thought it might get slowed. Don't want to lose the Shredder, dude. That would be painful.
Do you think Happy threw the games to win 1 million channel points on his Twitch alt account? Nice.
So, 40. Here in the map 5 decider. What's the strat you're picking? The human has lots of variety to choose from, right? There's good old night gyros, that always works. There's also tanks, and there's mass air. That's kind of the different things that we can go for nowadays. And it's not clear what's always the best. Oh, surround!
There's no TP. Can you keep this?
though.
Can you keep this close? No, don't want to. 7 seconds too much. Yeah, I've even seen an inner fire rifle win recently. But
Yeah, I love inner fire rifles, but they're only really good, I think, when you're ahead. Oh, lit.
Bash.
Again?
What? Wait, there's another bolt. TP. Oh, that's a bash. He's dead. Trying to bait another coil.
A player's force
Risky
You really gonna
business.
risk this? Okay. Never even sweating for a moment.
Okay. Nice little tango between them.
Oh, invis! Invis!
Ooh, but there's a potion. Happy. Probably been exposed to this before. We see Bloody as a second hero.
Alright. What else?
Acolyte kills.
Yet.
Bash bash.
Lich has a significant experience lead now. This can be relevant for the late game. The race to level 5 is on. Gargoyles. Must not necessarily be mass gargs. Gargs, of course, also in small numbers. Great for creeping on this map.
He blocked the Mountain King with an Acolyte away from the hurt Acolyte, so it's not in melee range, and he couldn't kill the Acolyte.
Hoppa. That's what happened.
Just happy things. Oh my god, dude.
That was the perfect voice for her. What
Right?
a god.
What a god.
Oh, what a god. He just moved his Acolyte. What a god.
Even when Happy does something completely trivial like moving his Acolyte, Neo is goes crazy happy. What a god. I mean, what can I say?
Hammer to the face. DK level 1 still pretty squish. And this time he doesn't have rings. This time he doesn't have parry up. This DK could be a real target. As now we are being revealed, or rather, it's being revealed what he's going for. Ooh, I like this a lot. This is a double Rax, double Workshop, and Aviary. So Knight, Gyro, Griffin.
Sweet. It's so crazy to me that this army composition was first introduced by Mr. Winner.
Yeah.
Obviously, he played it on one base and it never worked, but you know, he saw the future. His crystal ball might be a little bit broken and he could probably polish it a little bit, but he saw the future.
Yeah, this army mix is especially amazing against Fiend, Destroyer, and A-Bomb, but I just realized Banshees are a pretty good counter to it, aren't they?
But you can switch to mortars relatively quickly with a double Workshop.
Yeah. With the first Gyro, 40 must make sure that he scouts what's going on. Going Griffins here is the absolutely wrong call.
As Banshees are coming. Still going Knights Gyros here. Lots of footy lost, but mostly denied. I worry about this Blood Mage though. He has a potion. But still, Coil Nova online. My worries were justified. No way, dude. Oh, bad timing as the Paladin is occupying the altar.
Yeah, Happy's definitely pulling away with the lead right now. Taking more camps, getting more XP, and it's all much about levels in the end. It's primarily, I would say, about levels in the end.
Greater mana, pretty sweet. Dark Ranger out, Master Banshee's coming. This time even Possession works as we go Knights. Oh, 40 is in world trouble.
Yeah, these two Gargs have been so good, by the way.
So good.
Now I'm gonna deal with that Fury Red Drake as well. Oh, always weird when Web comes into play. The Gargs are like, okay, I guess you don't appreciate me. Keyword.
Oh my god, it's the second row of the Magi? Oh no, we just passed it. Okay. 40's levels are abysmal.
Yeah, this is a bad spot for 40. This is not good.
Both players at 5 production buildings.
A player's forces are
Ooh, even 6 now as we triple down on the Workshop.
Oh. Gyros scout the Banshees. You should cancel the Griffins, shouldn't you?
Guess Curse is still good.
He's got one already.
He's even going Stormhammers. I mean, the nuke can be fantastic.
This army's so bad against Fiend Banshee, though. got no answer against Banshees at all. Acid stolen with the Nova. Pally at least gets the item. Scourge Bone Shaft is really good for the Knights.
Bloody...
One might be stolen. Oh! No! Banshee disappeared! Whoops!
Yo! Blood Mage is still alive. Pally level 2. That's kind of sweet. Mountain King flirting with level 4. A tank is coming.
It seems like Forty is just kind of clueless this game what his pressure points are. Where he's supposed to attack. Just like he's not been dangerous this whole game.
Nope.
But the tanks aren't a bad idea. Fiend Banshee is a really good army out on the map at fighting almost any army that there is. But they are really, really bad against tanks.
40 is going for the 80 food army. Happy already has arrived there. Inventory is looking tremendous. We're going wagons on top. No disease cloud yet. But yeah, I mean, Happy is dominating this map in terms of creeping and positioning. And economy-wise, it's similar. We got 2 staffs for 40, and he did out-micro Happy to a degree on Northern Isles, so one fight can change it all, as we're building up a pretty sick tank army. He's going 6 to 7 tanks.
Happy's trying to get ready. Yeah, we saw him on Northern Isles making a few mistakes. This time Happy seems to have the perfect setup. Ghouls in the back of the base at the expansion, also meat wagons, also Gargoyle against Zeppelin, and a bunch of narrow towers. The tanks could go over to the main base. That might be an idea.
Banish Bolt on the Lich. Not too powerful just yet. Close to level 5. Zeppelin. Zeppelin tank drop.
Upgrade on the tanks. Only 1-1 so far.
Yo.
Not yet too impressive, but 2-2 is in queue.
Blood Mage, Blood Mage, Blood Mage, Blood Mage, Blood Mage!
Buddy! Aye, that's a lot of XP. Dark Ranger now almost 3. And Lich basically 5.
These crucial mistakes of the human players on Concealed Hill, man, that's really not acceptable. Little bit of echo damage, couldn't even get the second Acolyte. Opens up the map a little bit for the tanks on the left-hand side where, he dodges the scout. That was sweet. But you need the Blood Mage level 3. He can't level when he's dead.
That is all too true. And especially on this map, but there's not that many creeps to go around anyways. There's almost no opportunity left to be creeping. Only 2 green camps. That's it. Zeppelin's been spotted on the left. 2 tanks inside. Happy can almost intercept it here with the web. And this is the most impotent that 40 has looked this whole series. Is like, he's not been doing anything, honestly, this game.
Chat is gonna find it funny you use that word. Children as they are. Yeah, what's the way out, man? Like, Happy got 40 in a chokehold, and he's pushing. He also got wagons against the tanks coming up, so the defense is fine. Happy just found solutions.
Yeah, I think 40 is still hoping to have the same thing happen as on Northern Isles. Despite a bad position in the game, he needs to get one huge tank attack going, lots of structural damage, take out the income at the expansion, and then maybe there's a way back. But this time Happy just seems to be set up way better.
Okay, wagons out. Town portal traded. 1,000 gold still in Nightfall. Possession goes through last second.
And with that, we have a bit more normal damage as well against these tanks.
You mean these tanks that are in the middle of the map and Happy is super close and surrounds one of them?
Yeah. Took him a second. Turns out with Fiends and Banshees, it's a bit harder to surround than with a million ghouls.
Is anything ever hard for Happy?
He almost lost his sock. If not for a certain staff of teleportation.
Dun dun dun.
Happy's got so many buildings in the main base, by the way. This looks like an AI base. And good defensive setup. 40 is reeling. 40's running around the map looking for his opportunity. Difficult to find it.
And another tank blocked. And that's probably gonna be a kill or another staff. Yup, double staff on cooldown now. These tanks have been really expensive, but not really effective.
Happy's getting rich in the meantime. Fortitude is banking everything on the next big tank wave. 90 supply for him. He's in high upkeep. He's pretty broke. He has now, though, very strong tanks. 3-2 tank upgrades.
Ooh.
3 more tanks are on the way.
High upkeep.
But he needs to do some significant damage on the other side.
Okay, anti-magic on the wagons. I really like that. Knight, of course, a good help against heroes, etc. Is he willing to use the staffs or town portal? This frees up space for the tanks in the main.
And it's a lot of them. Happy's gonna TP over right away. Wants to minimize the damage here as much as he can. He's gonna have a bunch of wagons and also ghouls here with 2-0 upgrades.
Heroes can...
Citadel, though,
Yeah.
should be falling.
It is. Does that hurt him too much? Can't go for potions right now. And the heroes of 40 were able to stay on the expansion.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 40 finds an opportunity. Can he get enough done here? It's also very expensive, of course, for 40. He's losing a lot. I say that and I see his supply at 85. Maybe he's not losing that much.
At least not yet. Oh, the heroes, they're going for the haunted gold mine. The griffins, they find the value and kill the expo.
Nice. Alright, 40 got what he needed. Got the objective, took out the haunted, but Happy is still mining in the main base. He's still pretty rich. Still has certainly a huge army.
Both players in high upkeep, rare to see. Tanks, can he repair most of them? They're all hurt, they're all burning. Happy is back to no upkeep. I like that choice.
40 can only keep doing this as long as he has 2 base income. How much longer is that the case? Around a minute.
Bro,
Tanks.
40.
All in on the tanks. I like this
Yeah.
by 40. I think this is the right choice, especially for this game. Also, of course, classic for him as a player. He was the Panzer General, and this is the only way to win this game.
I'm a bit worried about the high upkeep. That's so expensive, and we don't have infinite gold here. And if you want to fight over the middle, that's kind of impossible.
Happy will have his expo running for a long time still, of course, with his kill earlier. So just knocking out the income is not enough for 40 anymore. He has to kill all the buildings. That will have to be his goal to win this game.
Player's forces
Ooh, he's getting caught with his heroes. Might be another TP. Staff's on cooldown. Good disable though, but Griffin gets caught. Tanks are caught as well. Opens up for another attack here. Anti-magic ghouls coming in for the defense. That's sweet. But what prevents the tanks from destroying the upper left? I guess a town portal and the entire army.
That's a lot of tanks. This will be level 6 Lich, I think, if all these tanks go down.
It's also 3-3.
Possibility.
Yeah, this didn't work.
And he gets no building damage. And the tanks are taking so much damage in return. Another one goes down right there. Trying to snipe some ghouls here and there. Alright, there goes one. But the levels on the human side are still unimpressive.
Yeah. 4-2 is a big liability. Staff! Oh no! He didn't use it! That poor blood mage on the receiving end. The entire game dies for the 3rd time. Structural damage is finally done. But the main bases are also gone. So TP out. I don't think he can take away all the tanks. Nope. One is remaining.
a player's forces are under attack.
And that's defensive setup at the expo is just beautiful.
And Happy here didn't lose his mining at the expansion. The main, of course, now dry. Happy still with so much gold to withstand the attacks of tank waves, and there won't be too many more. I mean, 80 supply still, right now for 40, but he needs time to heal back up these tanks, mostly with the staff. Happy now should be in a good position to go for an attack by himself.
And it's not that fortified here for 40. It's only 2 towers. And an arcane. That doesn't do much. 40 has to play with like 2,700 gold. That's it.
He's not even reviving the Blood Mage. He's like, whatever. That guy doesn't help.
It would cost him a lot due to upkeep. Now he's free again. The Happy's damage is pretty crazy. And tanks are rather slow. Dude, he has 4 wagons with 2 upgrades at the natural. They'll destroy these tanks.
And I guess now only the natural is important for Happy. The main could be just given up if necessary.
Yeah, these tanks, man. Sad, 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 sad. Good scouts everywhere. What is 40 doing? Is he planning on expanding in the middle? Is there any chance for that?
To the expansion, another Griffin taken out easily.
It's hard to find a silver lining here for 40. He's drowning in supply. Happy still with a super solid army. Ready for almost everything. And the tanks just don't work. Pally! Uh-oh! Staff's ready.
One of these might be dead. No, never mind.
No, Staff's
Go
out.
Telly Staff.
7 tanks. But Happy scouts it all the time. It's 10 tanks now.
40 still has 800 gold left in the expo, minus upkeep. That's maybe like 3 more tanks. No, wait, that's a lot more. It's like... I don't want to do the math. Never mind. Lich, close to level 6 though. And the hero's always on the chase. And the wagons are in position. This might be the last attempt here from the tanks at the expo.
Yeah.
That's so much siege damage. Is ready against them.
No Griffins anymore to take out the back line. No Archmage, of course, that can threaten him. 2 tanks down immediately. Stormbolt doesn't even phase the Lich too much. Oh boy. He's doing some damage, but that's the last bit of army he got.
MK trying to TP out, save as much as he can, and some tanks did get out, but Lich still got level 6. 2 more tanks exposed in the main, and...
Did he kill only the shop and the Necro?
Get the Necro. There's not too much left of the expansion, but Happy can rebuild. He's got so much gold. Yeah, just build Necros, bro.
Yeah.
Kinda cheap.
Alright, another building down. Happy is, of course, heavily supply blocked. 40 is just seriously not rebuilding that Blood Mage. It's crazy. And now he's out of gold. 30, 20, 10, poof.
Has enough gold for 1 more tank right now. It's a matter of building elimination.
Oh, it might be about
1,000 gold.
Paladin elimination here. 654, also incredible. Long distance mining, yeah, good luck with that.
Dark Ranger says, thank you, good sir.
I mean,
Yummy.
I understand 40, if he loses this map, he has to pay $1,500 to Happy. You'd rather put that in your own pocket, but I think that ship has sailed.
A tremendously successful day for Happy here. The winner of the tournament, the winner of the bonus show match. It's gonna put a smile on his face seeing this prize money being invested wisely into ice cream money.
I don't know if that puts a smile on his face, but it's certainly satisfying. First hero goes down, no more MK. 40 is clinging on the siege tanks, trying to break through this expansion once again, but even then, he has no significant hero anymore. He has no gold. His peasants are just fodder. And yeah, he's prolonging the inevitable.
all the rest here goes down. Happy with the beautiful tank defense. It worked once on Northern Isles, the tanks here leading to success, but not now. And this is nothing left for 40. 27 supply with Pally, who still didn't make it to level 3. And that's it. Happy will not be bested today.
He reverse sweeps Sock and 40 back to back, defending 6 match points in total versus the best human players in the world in his weakest matchup. Dude, how crazy is that?
Yeah, I think also the other two players, Sock and 40, really showed their strength and made a close series. 40, you know, with that heartbreaking loss that we saw by him. But Happy shows that he's the better tournament player. It doesn't matter how much pressure he's under. It doesn't matter how dire the situation looks. There's always a way back for him. He knows he can trust his abilities. Sometimes it almost needs, like, he needs a bit of a kick in the nuts first in the first 2 maps. And then he's like, all right, now I'm woken up. Here we go. Whereas sometimes some of the other players, they seem like when they get too close to beating Happy, they're like, oh, the nerves maybe start going.
Yeah.
Things start going wrong. And Happy is just always calm and collected.
Unbelievable.
There was
man.
no issue.
Unbelievable tournament performance.